Hello, everybody. Biz here. Welcome to the Telegram channel video. This video is going to discuss the upcoming season that starts at the fall when the football season starts, September 25th, all the way through August of 2026. I'm going to talk about all of the great things we have on the channel, the things we're going to be doing this upcoming season, and I'm going to talk about the different systems and the different things we're going to have on the channel going forward. So I'm going to keep this hopefully as brief as possible so as not to bore you to death. But I want to go over the things for this season, and at the end I'll have some sign-up information if you are interested in remaining on the channel, or if you're new, joining the channel. Here's my partner in crime, Stewie. Stewie is back for his 16th year helping me handicap games. Stewie is responsible for the best bet, as you know, on the weekly football video. The Biz Stewie best bet comes in large part from Stewie. We discuss the games and we pick the best bet for the week. Stewie is back for his 16th year, so happy to have Stewie once again along for the ride here. Last year we did not have a good season. This is my worst NFL season in forever. That's the record. Full transparency, we did not have a good year. The best bets in top place were not awful. They were 15-15. We broke even. I'm not going to go over the sob stories of bad beats and all that kind of stuff. They happen. The variance of betting football, we finally caught up to us last year. We did have a pretty poor season. We watched the games, discussed them in the chat room. Will Levis, the opening week of the season in Chicago, was pretty much a precursor of how our season was going to go. With that play. But nevertheless, that is what we did last season in the NFL. We own it and we move on. The previous two seasons were really, really good on the Telegram channel. I've had this Telegram channel. This is about the third, fourth year I've had it. Actually, the fourth year because we've had 3 seasons of football. 2 years ago, that's what we did. Really, really great season. 59%, the best in top place right there. 25-12. For those of you that don't want all the plays, you just want my very, very best plays. The best bets and the top plays would be the way to go. Some people don't want every play. Some people do. Some people want a more targeted approach. If you do want a more specific best plays that I have, certainly want to play the best bets and top plays. They were really good 2 years ago. Or last year, and 2 years ago when I first started the Telegram channel, we were spectacular. 60% winners. The best bet record right there, 14-3-1. I put out one per week. They were 14-3-1. Spectacular top plays right there, playoffs. A really, really great season. And I have full confidence that we're going to get back to our winning ways this coming season, the way we did those previous 2 years, and go from there. So I want to show you, a lot of people ask me, hey Biz, how do you get your plays? I put out an NFL video every week. Last year, I did not put out an NFL video very often. I really think that was part of the reason I didn't have a good season, because I like to make the videos. I put out the data that we use to make the plays. They're very popular. They have a lot of commentary, music, screenshots of the systems that we use. It gives people confidence to make the play. So I want to show you a few of those systems that we'll be using this year. Here's one. That's an under system that's never had an over. It's undefeated, 44 unders and 0 overs since 2017. There were 5 of these last year. We hit 4 of them. I don't know why I didn't post the Saints-Chargers game. You see there in week 8. We didn't have that for some reason. I don't know why, but we did have the other 4. I copy and pasted it straight from the channel. Chargers, Carolina under. A nice system. This is obviously a best bet system, and we'll be using this season. And this is the type of screenshot that I do put on the video, so you could see the systems, you could see the results, you could see what we're doing, and bet these with full confidence. Here's another under spot. This is 1 in 42. It went over one time. It was last year. If you guys remember, we were watching this game. We're in the chat room. The vaunted Carolina offense, we just didn't need Bryce Young to go down the field in 3 minutes and get a touchdown, which he did with 30 seconds left. Then after the touchdown, we just don't need a field goal by the Bucs. They went 30 yards in 30 seconds, and they kicked a 51-yard field goal to send it to overtime and get it over. That's the only game that went over, and that's what it took for the game to go over. So this is a really, really nice spot. It's a road favorite off of a road favorite win with a positive turnover margin. Really good spot. You see all the way back to 2015. It's been spectacular. This also would be a best bet caliber system. Biz, you only play unders. I do play overs. Here's a nice over spot, 39-1. The one under was last year. Yes, last year again. Last year, this was the famous Thanksgiving Day game in the morning, the first game of the day. We were all watching this Bears-Lions game. We're in the chat room, and we were just incredulous watching this unfold as the Bears, with one timeout left, the clock running, they're at the 40-yard line. They just need a field goal to send to overtime and get us the over. They let the clock run down. Keystone Cops. Caleb Williams is looking at the sideline. He finally snaps the ball with 5 seconds to go. Launches one downfield. The ball's incomplete. Hits the turf. The clock strikes 0. And they have a timeout left in their pocket. That's how that one lost. The only loss of this system. It's a really great one. Home favorite off of a road favorite. Double-digit win and cover with good offense. 39-1. Obviously, that's a best bet caliber system too. So you just want my very best plays. This is the kind of stuff that we use to find these plays. Here's another under spot since 2018, 1-27. I don't want to go into too much detail. You see it right there. Previously, a non-divisional favorite off of a road favorite game that was high scoring, 1-27. Here's another one that's an under. It's an 0-25. Never gone over. You can see it right there. Last 4 years, never gone over. This was a nice road favorite dog, or a road favorite of 3 or more off of a road favorite loss, 46-10. There's a few more metrics in that, but that's a general description. It's a road favorite of 3 or more off of a road favorite loss. We're off of a favorite loss, 46-10. Really, really solid spot since 2013, and never a losing season. And lastly, here's the famous Biz Divisional First Half Under System. Now, very interestingly, we have made this system was printing money for years. Those of you that have been with me on the Telegram, on my email list, and so on and so forth, we were printing money with this system. The last 2 seasons, it's a little flat, as you can see, 13-1. So I did a little digging, and I said, okay, what can I do to tighten this up to get the results a little bit better? And what I found was that when the home team performed poorly last week on offense, they went 62-9-3. I added one metric, and it was the home team's offensive performance the previous week. And you see it tied up 5-0 last year, not one losing season in the entire database. So this is obviously a best bet system. I put DB next to it to remind myself this is a best bet system. And I went one step further. When both teams had a poor offensive performance, it's 33-1-2. Obviously, best bet system. It gets even a little tighter there. 2-0 last year instead of 5-0, but you could even, like when this one matches the previous one, when it matches this one, when you get this one and that one together, it's a really, really strong play. So that's obviously another best bet caliber play. And then there's a winless divisional dog there that's 25-0, never lost. College football has some college football stuff. There's a nice under spot. A team off of a big rushing game playing a team with a good rush defense. Under hits a ton. This is a college football one. Here's an over, big spread, moderate total. Nice 61-26 there. Never had a losing season in 10 years. On and on. Another under spot for college football. And here's Fed, a high scoring dog. So these are the ones that we use, Bad Conference Road Dog, to get our plays for football. And this is the basis of my picks, and we've been using these for years and years and doing quite well. So what have I done in the recent past? Past results this year, we had a losing season. I told you already, full transparency, I don't hide from this. We had a bad season. Okay, but the best bets and top plays, 50-50, losing season. And again, the previous 2 seasons were really, really good. Last year's college football, we didn't do badly at all. Picked up 11 units. Top plays 17-12. A nice season there. Basketball, we had a nice winning season in basketball. 15 units in the regular season. College basketball, we started off good. We ended up break even for college basketball. Right dead even 0. The top plays were pretty decent. And there's the basketball, the Pomeroy model. I bought a model. I researched it. I was looking for things in the model. What can I find that was consistently a winner? And what I found was that the Pomeroy model, when it had a dog, a team getting points that the model had as a favorite, these teams did very well. I sniffed those out, and this is the record that we had. I posted these on the channel all year long. They went 131-97, 57.45%. Picked up 24 units at the basic minus 110. If you have a book with reduced juice of minus 105, you picked up 29 units. That's just the Pomeroy model. It was spectacular. We were playing these all year long. And again, 1 unit per play, not 4. I'll get into that later. But the Pomeroy model was spectacular. The NHL, we did pretty good. Picked up 8 units. And there's the record for the model dogs at the bottom. There's the model for the baseball plays we've been using lately. The model dogs, again, I bought a model that when it has the dog listed as a favorite on the model, we play those. Those have been very good, hitting right around 500, which is fantastic when you're getting plus money. They're up 16 units. The model faves, I just started posting those halfway through the season, but on the right, the spreadsheet there is the record for the model favorites since I started tracking them. I didn't post them until I was comfortable enough with the results to give them out to people. But overall, they're 31-9 for 15.5 units, basically. You see where I started them on the left, 18-8, 14-13 on the run line. But the model is very, very good for the baseball. So those are some results using just the models that I use. And so what have we got in store for the channel? This is what we have. We have the Pomeroy model dogs. There's the record. The baseball model dogs. The Major League Baseball signals that we've been using lately. The newsletter plays. I subscribe to a newsletter. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, college, and pro. WNBA is also in there. Actually, no hockey, but there's basketball, football. We will have newsletter plays this season for the NFL and NCAA football. The top plays have been really, really good. The regular plays are kind of average, but the top plays are excellent for these sports. I post a chart report every day. The Value Capper software, those of you who like horse racing, I have a Value Capper channel where I post the screenshots of the races. We play the races. We also have a chat room for racing. You get my plays. These are my personal plays that I put out based on systems and board data and anything that I feel is a reason to make a play. You get my plays. I'll have the weekly NFL video this week. As I explained, I'm going to put one out every single week unless something happens that I don't have the time, but I'm going to commit to putting that out every week. The chat rooms, the group chat, the politics channel is the best and the worst thing I've ever done. That channel is absolutely bonkers. It's a lot of fun to just lurk and read these guys. And I also have some pretty sharp guys in that political channel too. Crypto chat, a lot of you guys like crypto. I created a channel for guys that talk about crypto. And also the group best bets. A lot of sharp guys on the room. On the channel, you guys post your picks in the group best bets. Have some really sharp guys. Andrew's been on fire. Also, during the NFL season, everybody posts their one best bet for the NFL week by 9 o'clock Sunday morning. We get a consensus. The one play with the most hits is our consensus play. Those consensus plays have done very, very well. So we also have the NFL best bets from the group. So a lot of things going on in the channel. The newsletter, as I said, we're going to have pro and college football. The NFL team win totals were really good last year. They went 6-1 last year for almost 5 units. When you get a top play and a match from my picks, they're very, very good. NBA top plays went 38-20. So the top plays have been really, really good on the newsletter. So, what do other people? I look around. I see a lot of people selling picks and selling plays. So I'm really curious to what they do. Here's one that John Ryan. He wants $25 non-guaranteed, $35 guaranteed just for a pick, and he says you get his exclusive 1,000-word research report. Well, I had a pick the same day. I didn't use 1,000 words. I just used 40. But I told you what I liked about it. This was one of a big model favorite, Houston, which with them very well. I told you why I like to play. They won 7-4. They were up 7-0. Cruised through a win. And those are my notes on the play right there. I only needed 40 words, but I think that's a pretty solid play. I don't ask you for $35. I think I could guarantee that 95% of the people that read that write-up play the game. That's my guarantee. I'm not going to ask for $35 as a guaranteed winner, but I can guarantee that whoever read that played it and cashed. So there's somebody who wants to charge you $35 just for a pick. You got this guy who I can't stand, Ryan Benner, wants to charge you $1,100 for a year, and his whole little promo there in June is advertising. Hey, look, Masterclass started off 76%, good for 12 units. One, yeah, well, the previous 5 month, dude, you're down 65 units, and you don't even mention that. And on his social media, he'll ban people, delete comments for people who just call him out on his record. Complete bum who doesn't stand by his record and wants you to pay him $1,100 a season. Here's Wonder Dog, a solid company. They're put out good information, but do you really want to pay $5,500 for every play or $2,900 for college and pro football? It's a lot of money. And I still couldn't find how they did last year. I even emailed them, hey, how'd you do last year? They couldn't tell me. That's a lot of money to pay. Porter Picks, $900 a year. Guy's a solid handicapper. His plays are 3 to 5 units. He says his average is 12 units per month. If you divide that by 4, because that's his basic unit, he's getting you about 3 units a month, which is solid. 12 months, 38 units a year. That's a very, very nice job there. You got to pay him $900 for that. The cost. Here's Alex Capper wants to pay you $2,500 for a year. His plays are 48 units a play. These guys that give out 4 and 8 unit plays, they do it to bump up their totals, their records. You see here, first quarter picked up 47 units. If you divide it by 4, it's 11.8 units. That's not bad at all. March Madness, 17.4 units, and divided by 4, picked up 4.5 units. That's not bad. But, I mean, you got to pay this guy $2,500 a year. I mean, my model Dogs for Pomeroy got you back 24 units alone. $2,500 for that. People swear by Right Angle Sports, the guy that moves lines. That's his record right there in the middle. I get this right from the website. You want to pay this guy $1,300 for 4 units, 8, 6 units? Is really that much money? And the kicker is that you have to be at your computer at Monday morning at 8 o'clock to put the play in. They text you and email you, hey, this is when the play comes out. And if you're at work, if you're not awake, you miss the play. Really? You want to pay that much money to have to be up at 8 in the morning on a Monday to get the play? And if you miss it, oh well, skip the bet. Not for me. Tailgate $1,800 for college football only. There's his record in the middle. Great information. I know people like the service. They give out great information, but for $1,800, and if they're giving out picks, I kind of want them to do a little bit better than break even the last 2 years. $1,800. Dr. Bob, here's the last one. Dr. Bob, really solid guy, great information, but last year he didn't do that well. NFL best bets, 52 and 49. He lost 5 units. You see the other stuff there. He's a solid guy. He's got a great algorithm. He does good work, but you want to pay him $2,000 for the NFL only and $2,900 for college and pro football? With those results? Are you kidding me? What were my results last year? They weren't good. I told you they weren't good. I own up to it. Not good. Fully documented, not good. Last 2 years were really, really good. And it's fully documented. So how much am I going to charge for the Telegram this year? Well, it's not going to be $54.99. It's not $28.99 or $2,500 or $1,800 or $12.95 or $1,100 or $900 or per pick. And by the way, it costs me a lot of money for the data. The BetLab subscription to Killer Sports is $1,000 a year. The Value Capper software for horse racing, I spend that. The models and the reports and the newsletters, I spend that much money. It costs me. I have an expense that is pretty significant to put out the information and put out the plays and to put out on the Telegram channel. And all I ask is that people help me out with the cost. I'm not looking to have you pay thousands of dollars. All I ask is for this. I'm asking people, if you sign up by July 31st, $300. Comes out to $25 a month. And you could add anyone that you know that's not already on the channel for $50. So if you have a friend that wants to join with you, it's $350 for both of you, $175 a person. Comes out to $14 a month. If you got a couple buddies that want to join, $50 a person, that's $400 divided by 3, $133 for a year. It's $11 a month if you get a couple people. I do this because I'm not on social media and Twitter and Instagram all day long putting out tweets and posts and join me and graphics and all this other stuff. I'm basically word of mouth. People get on my channel based on word of mouth. People on my channel, they like it. They've been in here for years. They get their buddies, say, hey guys, Biz is cool. He's smart. He puts out good information. It's a great place to be. Great picks. Hey, why don't you come join his channel? And they join the channel. So for $300 for 12 months for all the stuff that I talked about is what you get. And you could add anybody who's not on the channel. If you're on the channel, whether you're comped or free or paid, I had you as a contact, you are officially on the channel. So these are people that have never been here before that want to join the channel. You could join those people for $50, add them $50. You don't have to have them sign up. When you do, if you sign up by July 31st, say, Biz, I don't have anybody yet, you could sign somebody up for the $50 after July 31st. I don't care. As long as you're signed up by July 31st, you could add anybody you want for $50. You guys know people on Discords and Twitter or friends, whatever. You could add those people. If you do it after August 1st, it's $400 and $100 for anyone you want to add that's not already on the channel. It's still a good deal by itself. But I want to put a little carrot out there for those people that want to jump on board and sign up early. It saves me time when it's 2 days before the NFL season. I got a bunch of people saying, hey, Biz, I want to sign up, and I got to stop what I'm doing to sign a bunch of people up before the football season. Get on board now. And for those people that join with you, they get a couple months to check out the season before we even start in September. So that is the sign up information to join this year. If you want to join, that's my information. Please send it as friends. If you don't, they fee it and all that kind of stuff. So Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. That's how you get on board. Any questions? Hit me up. Give me a message on Twitter. Send me an email. The email, you could use an email right there. The ones that are listed, I get those emails. So that's what we got in store this year, guys. We're going to have a great season. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to having all you guys join me again. If you're not on the channel, if you're looking at this video, hop on board. I guarantee you'll have a good time, and I will be shocked if you don't make money. Appreciate all of you supporting the channel. Hope you guys have a great day, and looking forward to seeing you this fall.